We are very lucky to have one of our Ryder Cup heroes all the way from Wales. There's no doubt we'll remember the moment in 2014, which she's about to tell us all about. But the great thing about Your Golf Travel is they set up opportunities, and today we have a great opportunity to pick the brain and learn all about none other than Jamie Donaldson. There he is. Please.
Hello.
Jump in the hot seat. Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Donaldson. Jamie, great to be here. Here we go. You know what the Ryder Cup's all about, mate. First and foremost, let's cut to the chase of what happened out there today. What a special day it was for Europe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was incredible. Absolutely amazing. I mean, you know, you saw the team on paper last night and you thought this is a real strong lineup, and you know, you think that they're going to get off to a good start here, but to that extent, you just never know. And the fact, you think, oh, they might win 3-1 here, or, you know, they might be 2.5, 1.5, and they get off to a 4-0 lead. It's just an amazing start to the amazing week.
And you've obviously been here, done that. What's it like? I was there on the first tee far too early this morning. What is it like to actually be playing in that atmosphere? Because it was electric out there today.
Yeah, it's amazing when you're walking through those tunnels, and you know, you can see pictures of the past champions and winners from the Ryder Cup of the past, and you're walking towards that first tee and you're not sure if your legs will get you there because you're so nervous, but the adrenaline that goes through your body as you're walking towards that tee, and then you come out into the light to the raucous and loud European fans are going crazy as you walk onto the tee. Olé, 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 olé. And it's just the best feeling in the world, being so nervous but so much adrenaline going through your body, and you just can't wait to hit that first tee shot.
But it's not just the first tee shot, is it? It's every single shot feels like the final shot. Like how do you handle those nerves in the crowd? Because it is stunning to see all you amazing punters and many more out there watching.
Yeah, it is really tough. It is literally like you're playing down the last hole to win your first tournament. You know, that's how hard it is. There's that much pressure on every shot, but you know, you've got to embrace the whole moment. You've got to embrace the fact that it's so hard to get into the Ryder Cup team, and suddenly you're there and you're playing against, you know, America, and all you want to do is beat them really badly.
Well, speaking of just that, the rivalry, Europe v the US, how deep, how much do you really want to beat them? Like, get me right into that brain of yours, because I'll tell you what, there's a few people here and around the world that would love to be in that position to actually beat them.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, obviously you step onto that first tee and there's so much tension and there's so much nerves and adrenaline, and you know, you obviously you want to win really badly, but the build-up has been over a course of a year of all the pressure to get into the team, and then and here you are against, you know, what is the toughest side that you'll ever play against in world golf, and you know, but you've got a great side and everybody's behind you and on your back, and you know, there's so much pressure and adrenaline, but all that concoction is just the best cocktail that you could ever drink. And to watch it, whether you're watching it at home or you're watching it, you're here watching it, or you know, you have the opportunity to play in the Ryder Cup. It's just the greatest golf event in the world.
No, but how much do you actually hate the Americans?
Oh, a lot, mate.
Is there any, I guess, you know, I've played a lot of cricket, or I'm very much a failed cricketer, but in cricket there's so much sledging, there's a lot of talk between teams, and you love giving them a bit of stick. Is there any little niggle out there that we're missing on camera? Is there a little bit of, you know, sportsmanship or lack thereof? Cricket?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of nip and tuck out there. I remember I'm going down I'm in the singles, and I'm playing against Keegan Bradley, and we get on the first hole, and you're obviously bricking it because you're on the tee and you're hitting the shot in the singles. It's all to play for. We're 9-6 up. I'm the 10th match, but we're both on the tee and you're both ready to play, and I rip it down the middle. Keegan rips it down the middle, and we walk to the balls. I hit a lob wedge which went miles, but straight over the flag. He hits another one from the left side of the fairway, straight over the flag. We both miss the green because the adrenaline's too high, straight over the flag, but both long. So we knock it up to 4 feet, and I think we've done everything so well, but yeah, we've just got these 3.5 footers. I said, come on mate, just pick them up and walk to the next tee. He looked at me and he went, no, we're putting them. Because he thought I was just trying to game him out of the game, you know, on the first green. But I'm like, you know, just pick him up, let's go to the next tee, mate. And we had to, and he made me put it out, walking, staring me all around the green. We both hold and walk to the next tee, you know, so.
I've never liked her. You sort of segued us on 2014. Let's cut to the chase. What an amazing day in your life and a lot of sports fans' lives. Can you run us back to that moment, that 146-yard wedge? Like, there's special moments in people's sporting careers, but that is simply sensational. Can you talk us through leading into that moment and talk us through the shot, because it was certainly one to remember.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Ryder Cup, you just want to be on the part of a winning team. If you've got the opportunity, or if it just so happens to fall to your game, you know, it's the icing on the cake. I mean, I remember the night before, McGinley's going round and he's pointing at everybody saying, right, you're number 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going round like this, and he gets to me and he goes, you're number 10. And I'm like, number 10? Well, I'm playing really good and I've got 2 points so far. Can I not go a bit further up? And he's like, no, you're 10, you're playing an anchor roll. He said, it's probably going to come down to your match. Get ready. And he just walked off. So he's kind of planted the seed of it's going to come down to you. So anyway, so the next day comes and all the matches go through and suddenly all the crowd turn up on my hole. So you're kind of thinking, oh no, it is, you know.
Squeezy bum time, yeah.
So it's all on to you kind of thing. And anyway, but listen, if all the stars aligned, you'd have 46 yards with a pitching wedge. The wind's down off the right. You're 4 with 4 to play. And it just felt at the time that you can't fail. My bad shot for the week at the time was slightly left with the wedge and the pin's on the right. So I can be super aggressive, play just right at the pin, because I can't hit it right with a wedge at the time. The only place can go slightly left. So I can go.
Awesome, mate. Geez, a lot of us would love to be able to do that. Can't hit it right. Fantastic.
That's a 5-0 for me.
With a shot. So anyway, so I can be really aggressive. I can, you know, the shot took off. It starts just right at the green and just comes in. You never know how close it is until you get down there, but it was the best shot I've ever hit to date, and it was a wonderful way to cap off what was an amazing week.
Cheers to that. What a shot. And am I right in saying that you'd never even been to a Ryder Cup as a fan before that?
Yeah, never been, no. Never been.
Nothing. So you've gone from nothing to straight to the top, winning the thing.
Yeah, to second highest point score, winning team, hit the winning shot. That'll do, mate.
That will do. Mate, tell me, how did that moment in particular change your life? Because I guess you've gone from being Jamie Donaldson, but to all of a sudden be Jamie Donaldson, the Ryder Cup winning moment. You know, like, how did that elevate your career? And, you know, I'm sure you got a few free drinks at the pub after that as well.
Yeah, I think I'm still celebrating now, to be honest. I've not hit a decent wedge shot since. They've all gone left. No, it was amazing, and something that you never forget, and people obviously still remind you of it, which is wonderful. And you know, that the hardest thing is that you just want to keep playing more Ryder Cups, and it was so difficult. And I was literally a 40-year-old virgin playing my first Ryder Cup, so to play more was going to be difficult. And you know, I didn't get in any more after that, and I haven't done to date, being nearly 48, picking up my bus pass.
Still a virgin.
Still a virgin. So it was just an amazing thing, and it did elevate me. You know, I went on to play in different events in America quite a lot after that. But you know, the bottom line is you just want to be on a part of a winning team, winning the Ryder Cup. The greatest moment ever.
You mentioned you've still been celebrating since. I'd just like to pick your brain about the celebrations in particular, because I'm sure this crowd here is no stranger to a cold one. What were the celebrations like? Take us into those sheds afterwards. I know for a damn well fact that you had an interview the next day and you were still pretty well intoxicated, which is great to see. So, you know, paint a picture for me. What was it like in the winning team room?
Oh yeah, we just all got battered. Absolutely battered. I mean, there was lads under tables with Rory wigs on, Phil Mickelson, Ricky Fowler, Rory had one on as well. All had wigs on. Lying on the table was absolutely hammered. We were all hammered, you know, and we didn't stop drinking until the next day, where we, you know, literally had an hour's sleep, and it was on the plane home kind of thing. So yeah, it was a monumental session, as you say, but you know, and that lasted maybe a couple of years after that. But that night in particular, fantastic.
And so you joined team rooms. The Americans come in and join you for the celebrations.
Yeah, they all came in. Back two of them. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So, the Ryder Cup's quite small. How many, like, what is it, like a couple of, is it a double or is it a champagne size? How much can you get in there? What was the drink of choice in the trophy?
It's red wine on the table every Christmas to remind everybody, and you know, around the family, and taking the mickey and that. But no, it's bigger than you think. That's what I always tell the missus. And you can get more in than you think as well. So it'll take a good cup of red wine.
Well, let's hope we can have similar celebrations this Sunday night. And I guess, like, when you look at the team now and you look at what, like, some of your teammates have achieved, in particular Rory's obviously still doing great things. What's it like to not only know that you've won a Ryder Cup, but to win it with some of the game's greats as well? So you've had experiences that so many would dream of. Like, that must be also, you know, a pinch yourself moment when you look back a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, the team was so strong at the time, and you know, we got Rory and Keimer and Poulter, and you know, it was massive. Poulter's in the locker room every day. He's got the tunes on. We're all dancing in the locker room, just getting pumped up before we go out into the locker room. We leave the locker room. There's a huge picture of Seve, and he's staring straight at you. And it said something like, "Look into his eyes. His vision is clear." And you were so pumped just walking out that locker room. But you were pumped also every night. You've got all these guys that you've been playing against all year, and most of them, to be fair, are beating you because they're bloody brilliant. But they're all on your side. So that in its own respect, when the Europeans come together in a team room, everybody gets on like a house on fire, and it's, you know, keys in the pot.
Well, there we go. Well, let's digress from the celebrations before we start talking keys in the pot. How has life been since, in terms of your golfing career? What are you up to now? How's the career going? And I know there's still a little bit more fight in your year.
Yeah, you know, I'm just coming up 48, so we're still going, still competitive on the European Tour. This year's been a bit harder than a few others, but the last couple have been okay. You know, a lot of my mates now have retired or stopped or gone on to live, so I'm eating with just me most nights. But no, it's great. It's great to still be playing. I love golf. Love playing golf. Love being competitive. You know, it'd be nice to be more competitive most weeks, but it is what it is. And when I play well, I can still be very competitive and contend to win tournaments again.
Seniors tour?
Sorry?
Seniors tour?
Yeah, seniors tour. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm heading in that direction. Yeah, I'd love to play. I'll definitely be playing on the seniors tour, and you know, hopefully sitting up here with more Q&As and having a crack with you guys.
I'm sure you can. All right. Well, let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. We've got some great pairings. We've got Rory McIlroy and Tommy Fleetwood out with Justin Thomas and Spieth. That's a mouth-watering start. Hovland and Aberg versus Scheffler and Koepka. Lowry and Strucker versus Homer and Harman, and then Rambo and Hatton versus Cantlay and Schauffele. So some mouth-watering morning clashes. Any predictions or thoughts on tomorrow, mate?
It's so strong on paper. They've gone out with exactly the same lineup as they did this morning, where it was 4-0. I think it's going to be a big start again. I'm going to go for 3-1.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Game on. All right, now, I just thought to finish, Jamie, you've been fantastic and everyone's been fantastic. I thought, since we're talking Ryder Cup, since we're here in Rome, the Colosseum's not far away, I've just got a team sheet in. And it's for the singles on Sunday. So they've already given it to me in advance. And we're just trying to work out who would win in a fight to the death in the Colosseum. USA v Team Europe. So I've got the team list here, and I'd love your predictions on who would win in a fight to the death. First up out the gates, we've got young Aberg versus Sam Burns. Who takes that one?
Sam Burns.
Sam Burns?
Yeah, Aberg's too nice a guy. He's just too pretty to be a fighter.
He is. God, he's a handsome bugger, isn't he?
Yeah, very handsome. Yeah.
God, he's got everything going. All right, so that's 1-0 USA. All right, Tyrrell Hatton versus Xander Schauffele.
Oh, Tyrrell all day long.
Yeah.
Tyrrell all day.
Yeah, get him.
His forearms are too big. As well as being the angriest man on tour.
Yeah, the bloke doesn't mind a swear with a potty mouth. We love that. All right, speaking of big man, Seth Strucker is going in the Coliseum against Wyndham Clark. Who's winning the fight?
Strucker's a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Big boy, yeah.
But Clark, I feel like he's got a dark side, Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, but after the comments about Rory, he's on his back foot and Strucker straight in, finish.
On the throat.
Send the lion out.
Yeah, okay, we like that one. All right, then, this one, I don't know who's done this pairing. Fitzpatrick versus Harmon.
Oh,
It's a cute little fight.
you might pay to watch that, like a couple of Jack Russells.
Well, I actually saw the other day that Harmon's a bit of a hunter. So he's got a bit of mongrel dog in him, I reckon, and he's probably got a few weapons in the arsenal.
He's got a bit of a skinhead as well, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
I'll go Harmon on that.
Yeah, I'm going Harmon on that one with you.
Sorry,
all right, speaking of, this one's a fight of the nice guys. This fight could actually just go all night. Justin Rose v Patrick Cantlay. I can't pick it. I can't pick that one.
I think they're going to talk it out.
Yeah.
It's a draw.
That's a half
draw.
point. That's
Half point.
Half point. And then we've got Hogard v Homer.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah, I think...
And remember, there's all sorts of weapons. You can
I
use
think-
whatever you want.
I think Hogard he's a cross between looking like Rory and Jean-Claude Van Damme. So that Jean-Claude Van Damme beats him.
Okay.
So win for Europe.
Win for Europe. 3-2. Who have we got next? All right, Tommy Fleetwood versus Ricky Fowler. Fight to the death. Who we got?
Draw. Tie.
No hair pulling. Okay, so that's 2 half points. The mongrel Bob McIntyre from Scotland. The one from Scotland, eh? Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. He's coming up against Justin Thomas. Bobby all day. Damn right, son.
Oh, Justin Thomas can get a bit angry, to be fair, but
Mate, Bob's an angry
Scottish
bloke.
roots and all that. Bobby McIntyre.
Okay, 4-2. Here we go. Europe just nudging ahead. All right, the man of the moment, Hovland versus Colin Morikawa.
I think Morikawa throws a bit of Jackie Chan at it and beats
Oh,
him.
wow, okay, there we go. 4-3. All right, now we're into our final 3, and I think these ones are pretty mouth-watering. Rory McIlroy versus Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, Rory, pint-sized bomber. He's got some power in there. Rory.
Nice. Mongrel dog, we love that. All right, and my final 2, Shane Lowry versus Scotty Scheffler.
Do you know, Shane's dad played a lot of the...
Gaelic.
Yeah. So he's a tough fella. So Shane's got tough roots in him.
Yeah, he does.
Open champion. Yeah, I think it's Shane.
Fantastic, love that. And then the marquee event, the big fight for me from this list was John Rahm v Brooks Koepka. Oh! That's a Daryl Tuffy.
That's a full knockout punch, heavyweight title fight. Oh. That's so close, that's difficult to pull
Rahm
that.
has a massive ass on him though, mate.
Yeah, the thing is that Koepka would hit Ram and not knock him over. He's like a weeble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just get straight back up like that. I think Ram wins it.
And with Rahm, Team Europe have won the fight to death in the Coliseum as well as the Ryder Cup. We love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we please give Jamie Donaldson a massive round of applause. Jamie, you've been great. Thank you very much.